Hello, and welcome to Miniatures Rundown. I'm Mitchell. Josh is still at Adepticon, the lucky bug, and I am here to deal with the Sunday Preview Rundown. Speaking of Adepticon, the very first thing we're looking at was previewed at Adepticon, so let's get into that. First up, we have the Warhammer Underworlds Wintermaw, the new season of Underworlds. We just talked about this Wednesday. About the miniatures inside, the what we think about Underworlds, and the rivals system and all that stuff. So not much new to say here. It is impressive how fast this is coming out. They even mention it in the article, no more than a moment after its reveal at the Pact Adepticon preview. The Skinnerkyn is a really cool name. I actually like that, but I'm not a huge fan of these models. Like I said, we talked about this, but these are surprisingly Cities of Sigmar models that got struck by Sigmar's holy lightning, and now they use it to inflict damage. They basically have tasers. They are charged with lightning, so they have tasers. What the interesting thing about these guys is, from what they said in the preview, they start inspired because they're charged, and then when they use their attack, it's more powerful, and then they become uninspired because they're no longer charged, and you can recharge them throughout the game. I'm assuming with cards, with mechanics, all that stuff. I just don't like the look of them. They look like hobos that just like strap some metal to them, hoping to look scary. This guy's my favorite. He has a big like thunderhammer. Get it, thunderhammer? He's the most imposing out of all of them. The leader, is just like a mad scientist riding on a dude's back. I don't understand him. And then you go to the Flesh-eater Courts, and they all just look like generic Flesh-eater Courts, except for the leader, who has a little meat hook horn thing on her back, which these are hanging right in front of her face. Like, the meat's got to be like up here for it to not be like just smacking her in the head every time she walks. The bat's the coolest part in this one, and even then, he's not great. In my opinion, all this is my opinion. Flesh-eater Courts players are going to go, oh my god, I love this so much. I love the cleaver, I love the bat, I love the, giant axe that this guy has. Sure. Especially since Flesh-eater's just got a bunch of new models, this will fit right into him. But yeah, for Underworlds itself, this is nothing new other than the models. Nothing new other than the models and the new cards. New season, 2 new rivals decks. That's about it. We move on to Necromunda. They previewed this a little bit ago, the Outland Beastmaster with giant rats. This is the third Outland Beastmaster that they have shown. The other two had the, what are they called? The Flappy Boys and the Diggy Boys. And these ones are the Rat Boys. Very cool looking model. Love the, short barreled double las pistol. That's interesting. And then the shock prod is very cool. The 2-headed rat makes me very happy in my little Skaven self. It looks like as a separate box, you can just buy giant rats. I don't know why that would be the case. Why aren't they all in one? Because for this model to be useful, really, you're going to need 3 rats. So you're going to need all of them. But why would you ever need this box by itself? The Necromundan giant rat. I didn't think that was a thing anymore. I thought they took that out of the... Okay, so it says that it can be used as Wasteland rats or Necromundan giant rats, but I thought they took that out of the trading post, but maybe I'm wrong. I'll have to look. If that's true, if that's still in there, then great. Love it. I love all of these sculpts. If the new Skaven, obviously they're going to be rat men, but if the new Skaven look anything like this with these, features, especially this head right here, that is very Plague Monk looking, but bigger and scarier. If the new stuff looks anything like this, I will be very, very happy. I love all these sculpts. They're great. And next we look at a guy that I'm pretty sure we got absolutely no preview for. The Ash Waste Nomads Chieftain with Venom caster, who looks amazing, by the way. I love his Venom caster with the connected power cord onto the back, which I'm assuming at some point connects to this power pack on the front. He has the mask with the mandibles from a bug. He has a crown of spikes And then this sword looks awesome too. I really, really like the look of this guy. Unfortunately, he's just a Nomads Chieftain, so he's just, hey, you want a cool looking leader. But yeah, this guy looks great. And again, I'm pretty sure they didn't preview him at all. I've never seen this man in my life. But I'm very excited to see, possibly put this guy together. I don't even have Ash Waste Nomads, and this guy makes me excited to try him out. That's it for Necromunda this week. And now we are moving on to Legions Imperialis, Warhammer Tiny Mode. Medusa and Basilisk batteries. So we got 8 tanks for this box, it looks like. For Solar Auxilia, which is awesome. Who doesn't love a good Basilisk? Then we have the Land Raider Proteus Explorator Squadron. I know the Land Raiders are currently in 40k assault tanks, but they used to be the scouts. 6 to a box, it seems. Land Raiders, love it. 1,000 decals? Why do we need 1,000 decals? GW. Transfer sheet with 288 decals. Sure, understandable. 1,000 decals? Oh my god. Next is the Legions Astartes drop pod. The teeniest drop pods to ever exist, and they still open. I love these things. Also 1,000 decals. Why? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and they could be built as a standard drop pod or the Deathstorm drop pod, which is cool, with the missiles on the inside. A new-ish, I know it was an old model, but re-released recently, is the Solar Auxilia Arvis Lighter. Little tiny flying dudes. I don't like that they literally just painted one and copy pasted the whole thing because the bases are all exactly the same. Whatever, that's just me. Arvis Lighter. Hey, look, a reasonable amount of transfers. Affectionately known as the Little Pig. Oh my god, I love him. The Little Pig. Alright, well, now I need to buy these. They are adorable. I don't even play this game, and I want these. Because they're so cute. And then we have the Warhound Titan with Ursus Claw and Melta Lance. Well, Ursus Claw is... That's strange. Ursus Claw and Melta Lance. But this guy has 2 different weapons. 2 sets of Ursus Claw, Natrix Shock Lance, Volkite Eradicators, and Missile Pod, and Incisor Pattern Melta Lance. So it says Warhound Titan with Ursus Claw and Melta Lance, but it has 5 different weapon options. I don't know why they would do that. Then we have the Dire Wolf Heavy Scout Titan. I don't understand the thought of a Scout Titan. The thing is unbelievably massive. And it has a big gun on its back. Dire Wolf Heavy Scout Titans have thicker armor plating? What? Why is that a scout? Whatever. This bothers me. I don't understand 30k logic. And almost last, we have, oh god, Endryd Haar, the Riven Hound. He is a really beat up Space Marine. He's got chunks taken out of his armor, bullet holes all up in him, scars all over his face. This dude has seen some stuff. If it wasn't for the rivets, I would like this model, but I just cannot get over the rivets. They also look different than normal because they're like squared off. That's strange. This guy looks cool. He has is that World Eaters? Yeah, World Eaters. The World Eaters symbol on his backpack looks sweet. If it wasn't for the rivets, he would be cool, in my opinion, but whatever. And lastly, we have transfer sheets. Yeah, there we go. This is the transfer sheet with 1,200 transfers on it and 500 vehicle ones. Oh my god. Are they counting every letter? That's ridiculous. You don't need that many. Anyway, it's probably the least exciting thing because it's like some of this is going to come with the other stuff, but if you don't want it, it's here. How big are those skulls? What are they fitting on in Legions Imperialis, Legions Astartes? Oh, no, I'm an idiot. These are for Horus Heresy, not for Legions Imperialis. Okay, that makes more sense. So this is not the one that comes... That makes even less sense. Whatever. So yeah, transfer sheets with about a bajillion things on it. Cool. And that is it for this week. Biggest and fastest being the Wintermaw. If you play Underworlds, it's going to be a must-have because it has 2 new units, two new warbands in it, and 2 rivals decks, so you gotta buy it. I mean, obviously, you need all of the cards and all of the teams, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. I mean, anyway, until next time, I've been Mitchell. Bye-bye.